my dear friends, Namaste. I'm Kavita, your host from PMC English, and today we have a very special guest, Aayush from Indore. So, Aayush ji, welcome.
Namaste, namaste.
So, how are you feeling here?
Good. This is my second interview, so a bit nervous, but I think we'll go on smoothly.
All right. So, please tell me something about your journey, how it started, and what was the reason behind starting your meditation?
The first meditation experience I had was in the year 2001.
Okay.
I was around 21 years old then. My cousin sister took me to an Osho meditation center in our city, Indore. So, there was some festival, meditation festival taking place there. So we participated in around for 3 days, and it was a revolutionary experience. I did some cathartic meditation, some in rough language I should say explosive kind of meditation techniques I took. So in those 3 days, something in me exploded, something happened, and there were a lot of things hidden within me. So they came out, and I remember to cry in front of my sister for a lot of time, and my sister did not understood why is he crying, and it was like cats and dog. Tears were raining like cats and dog. So I also did not know what is happening, and but that is a memorable experience. I had a lot of, I should say, things within me which I really wanted to share but couldn't do it with anyone else. So that was the first experience. I would remember it throughout my life.
So, what was that exactly? Like, what you felt that in that experience? Why you cried like that?
A teenager has a lot of secrets hidden in his chest, you must be knowing. So, and some of those things I could not share with anyone, and even if I could share, the other person would not take it in the same spirit which I would. So, a lot of things were there, and in this particular meditation, it is known as dynamic meditation, Osho's dynamic meditation, very powerful meditation. There is a stage where we do catharsis, we shout like anything, we sing, we do whatever you are free for, you are let free for 15 minutes to do whatever you want to do. So whatever is within you, you just shout, release it out. So that, but that release was not for that 15 minutes, it lasted for probably a couple of days, because after the meditation, whatever, it was like a door opened and a storm and a gust of wind just came in the house, and the door broke. So there was nothing to stop the wind coming in, the gust coming in. So for 2-3 days it was continuous overpouring of tears, crying, but there was a lot of relief, a subtle peacefulness. I could know that a lot of garbage has gone out.
Yes.
So that was, I could say, the shortest thing which I could tell you is complete release.
Right. So, you experienced it well. What is meditation according to you?
A normal person has consciousness of body, physical body, and mind, thoughts. So body and mind, these are the only two consciousness we have. If a person defines himself, what are you? He will say visible part of him is body and invisible part of him is thoughts. Okay, so only those two things he is aware of. But there is some another thing which runs this whole vehicle. So some people call it energy, some people call it Atma or Mana. Something is there. If you see a body alive, an animal or a human alive, and he will be same, and suppose he dies, that the person would be sane, but that something within him has gone. That's why alive has become dead. So what that thing is, we do not know, because if we measure the body, probably the weight would come to the same. So, but a living body had energy, a dead body, in loose terms we can say, energy has left him.
Yes.
We also call it Atma. Atma has left him, soul has left him. But the consciousness of soul for a normal human being is not there. So, according to me, when a person is in meditation, he is above body and mind consciousness. There is something, energy consciousness is within him. He becomes an observer who can observe his body, an observer who can watch his mind. I will give you one example. Once upon a time, when I had been continuously meditating for a lot of time, I remember sitting in a nice, easy cross-leg pose, Sukhasana we call in Hindi. I was sitting and I had been continuously meditating for past many days, not continuous but intermittent meditation, but a long series of continuous meditations. So suddenly I found that a part of me has gone out of me, and which is watching my own self.
Wow.
That was the first out of body experience which I had many years back, 17, 18 years back. But that particular moment I will never forget in my life. It was a hint of a fraction of a second probably. You do not know how long it lasted when you are in meditation. But whatever happened, I could see myself, my body, I could see the thoughts running within me, but I was not reacting to it. I was not reacting to it. And I was not this one, I was the other one who was sitting and watching this one body. So that experience many people have, it's a very common experience. Astral travel people call, or out of body experience, near death experience people call. And yeah. So for me, meditation is an experience of knowing that you are ahead or you are above of body and mind. For that you have to go through the practice. If a person who is a non-meditator who is viewing this interview, he would not understand what I am saying. It is all garbage, but you have to go through the experience to know.
Right, right. And it will come with process. Like whenever you will start or you will practice, it will happen automatically, I believe.
One of the difficulty which people face, I have been meditating since a while now, and I also take meditation classes. I help people to meditate. I always tell them that you have to become effortless when you are meditating. It can be called an effortless effort, where effort is there, but it is absolutely, you are just sitting there doing nothing and just watching whatever is happening.
Without any expectations.
Without any expectation, without any judgment. You are not waiting for anything. You are just sitting there. You do not have any objective, no aim, no perspective, no judgment, good experience, bad experience, nothing. You are just silently sitting and watching whatever is happening, and watching without any hope, just watching silently with infinite weight. So then it happens. For some people it may happen instantaneously, as our masters say, if you have experienced meditation in your previous life, it will happen without much effort. But if you are a beginner, then probably you have to wait for some time. But in my experience, I haven't seen, I have taught meditation to hundreds of people, and I have not seen anyone in my life who has not experienced meditation. They have that that they have knowingly or unknowingly, they have that experience of going away from their body and away from their mind.
So as you said, you are even teaching meditation to people. Wow, beautiful. Which kind of difficulties generally people face while doing meditation?
A friend of mine, he started doing meditation. He used to be in touch with me in those initial days, sharing all his difficulties. One of the difficulties which I think many people face, but we are not open about it, or they do not even themselves know that this is a difficulty, is expecting too much, doing too much. As I told you before, you have to wait patiently without doing anything, without expecting anything. But since our whole life we haven't had this experience of doing nothing, we have been continuously doing, either physically we are doing something, or mentally we are calculating, we are planning, we are remembering our past, we are doing something, we are occupied in one or the other thing. Meditation happens when you are completely unoccupied. Beautiful. Completely, you are just, you leave the home empty. So that is where meditation happens. So he was telling me, I'm trying so much, it's not happening, मैं क्या करूँ, अब तो हो ही नहीं रहा है, and he was depressed. मैंने कहा, boss, I think you are trying, stop trying and let it flow, let it happen by itself. Don't expect that anything will happen. When you do not expect, whatever you get is a gift. When you expect, whatever you get is always less. So do not expect, do not do anything, just sit. Whatever techniques we adopt in meditation, they are just the doorways to go into the experience. They are not actually meditation, they are just a doorway. Meditation is absolutely processless. There is no process. You just wait, sit silently without any hope.
Wonderfully explained. Is there any good or bad experience in meditation?
Earlier I used to think when mind used to be jittery, worked up completely. You had a quarrel, you had a big emotional outburst with a person, some moments back, some hours back, or some days back, you are absolutely disturbed, you are shaky, and you sit into meditation, you are expecting to go silent. It's not a button that you switch off and switch on. And every process needs some time to happen. So many a times it happened with me also. Suppose I had a very beautiful meditation experience a day before, and where I completely went blank for minutes or hours together. And if I want to repeat that experience, I try too hard, and I remember, boss, what I did yesterday, I want to repeat that experience, so I am trying to do those processes again and again, and nothing is coming out. And I tried for half an hour, for an hour, and then I just got fed up, and I got out of it, and I thought I had a bad experience. So it used to happen in earlier stages of my meditation. There I used to divide my experiences into good meditation, bad meditation. But once you know that, once you adopt this technique of sitting while doing nothing, even your mind is worked up, and suppose you have sat for 15-20 minutes, at the most half an hour. When you come out, even if you did not have any experience, at least you are able to sit for half an hour. That itself is an achievement, because do you remember any time in your life where you sat for half an hour without doing anything and being conscious in the process? It would have never happened. So even the worst of meditation experience also teaches you that it builds up your stamina to sit for much longer duration, and after a while you understand that, I think with even the best of meditators, they do not have a same experience all the time. Sometimes they will also feel blissful, other times they would just endure through the process, but at least they have that the persuasion to sit for those, invest those half hour or 1 hour within for themselves. So in the worst, even the worst of experience will also take you ahead. It will build stamina within you to sit. So always respect the worst, even the worst of your experience. Respect those moments, because even that endurance is helping you to go ahead. I hope I made some sense.
Yes, definitely. So, in short, friends, there is nothing like bad or good experience. Experience is experience, right?
Yes.
And the thing is, we have to take it, we have to accept it as it is.
Yes.
Yeah, wonderful.
And I would like to add that always think that every experience is a good experience. Even worst of experience is a good experience. So you did not achieve anything, just give yourself a thumbs up that okay, this is also a good experience. I learned to sit for half an hour, 1 hour, whatever.
Beautiful, beautiful. When did you meet Patri sir? And when did you started Ana-Pana-Sati meditation?
I had been, as I told you, I started meditation in the year 2001. And today we are having this interview in 2021. So almost 20 years have passed. And for all these years, I had been in one or the other school of meditation. Right. Initial days, I was having a lot of experiences of many different varieties of Osho meditations. I was always a person who wants to explore more and more. I never get stationed, never get static any particular. Then there were many other schools of thoughts. I also encountered Buddhist techniques of meditations. In September 2020, a friend of mine told me about this pyramid society. I thought, what is pyramid society? I do not know what is pyramid and what has to pyramid do with meditation. She told me about Patriji, and so initially I was hesitant. I was not in a mood to try another school because I was fed up with so many khichdi, so many masalas and all.
Right, yeah.
So there was a program called Journey Towards True Path, JTTP it was called. Third schedule of this JTTP was scheduled to go on in November 2020. It was a 21-day course, and I started attending the class for 1, 2, 3 days. I did not got any interest. I remember on 4th or 5th day, some reality. There were many sessions on wisdom sharing sessions. Some of the wisdom got me interested. It was a lightning experience. It got me interested, and then I completed that 21-day program, and immediately I knew that this is the culmination of all my investment which I made in past 20 years. There were steps of the ladder, and the terrace or the top of this ladder is PSSM. So I came in 2020 December, a program called Dhyana Chakram. It takes place on between 21st to 31st December each year.
Right.
So I came here, I saw Patriji, and he was such an unassuming man, a person with no outward you can say show, completely just like you and me. So the moment I saw him, I got emotional. For a couple of days I was waiting so that he sees me and calls me. He was holding hands of so many people, so I used to think, why not me, why not me? For 2-3 days I became very depressed. I almost started crying, standing at a corner watching him greet all the people. One of my friend was close to him, asked me to come and come towards Patriji. So I just, the moment I went in front of him, he took my hand and I started weeping. I told him that, sir, I had been waiting to meet you since 20 years. I was waiting to see a master, to have a master in my life. Finally, I've met. But sir, you took a lot of time to come in my life. He told me that in spirituality, getting to a master is the longest part of the journey. Once you meet the master, once you are in the process, then everything becomes easy.
Beautiful.
Because you know what are you doing, what you are going to do. So this was the experience. Very beautiful memories.
And I can just resonate my experience with you. Like, felt all those memories. I just realized I remember everything. So thank you for sharing your beautiful experience.
Thank you.
So right now we are in Mahila Dhyana Chakram 3, and this is your second year.
Yes.
How are you feeling here?
I am feeling lonely because I was just talking to a friend and telling her that I have not come alone. I have come with a lot of friends, but we have not come together. We have come in many different groups. But I was just thinking that I should not have come alone. I should have collected a lot of 40-50 friends and got them together and come and attend this experience. In spirituality, when a person is alone, he thinks that he is alone. There is no company. He is almost in this planet of 700 crore people. He is all alone. There is no one who is like him or her. But I tell you, everyone who is watching this interview, we are around around 10,000 people, and you will find 10,000 like-minded masters here. Wonderful. And you will feel that all the people in the world who resonate with you have collected in this Dhyana Jagath. So I am sure next time I'll come, I'll book the whole train bogie and get all the 72 people here.
Wonderful. So what is your next agenda in your life for spreading meditation, or how do you want to spread this thing in society?
The process of meditation Patriji has brought forward, we call it Ana-Pana-Sati Meditation. It's a very simple, watching your breath, watching your natural normal breath, and that, as I told you, it's a doorway to the experience of meditation, but it's the most easiest form of meditation. So, and anyone can do it anytime.
Right.
So my only agenda of life is, even I've wrote it in my wall, that I want to spread this fragrance to everyone in this planet, and I'll do everything in my power to spread it. So right now we have started in a very small manner in the city of Indore. We have we have a collection of many masters, like-minded masters, who also have the same ambition to spread meditation. So we have started small centers all around the city.
So how many centers are there in Indore?
In Indore we have around 6-7 centers.
Beautiful.
How we run, in each of the center is a home. You know, one of the rooms we have devoted to meditation. And all these centers are spread across the city. So a person who wants to have a meditation experience should not have to travel across the city. He will get a center near his home, probably within a radius of a couple of kilometers. So, and then what we have also done is, we have almost 6-7 centers. So we run it, every person runs center on a particular day of the week. So on Thursday, meditation takes place at my place. On Friday, another person's place. Saturday, another person's place.
So it's become very easy for each and everyone.
Suppose if you have a friend in Indore and it's a Thursday, you can, and you want him to attend the class today itself, you can send it to my home on Thursday, on Friday or some other person's home. So this is in a very small manner we have started, but in a very organized pattern we have started it.
Wonderful.
And the next milestone is, we are planning to have a center. We'll rent a 1 BHK or 2 BHK flat, when we'll make a makeshift center where we can call the masters and we can collect together. So that is within a month or so we'll going to have a center.
Wonderful. So
Yeah,
in a very
that's-
short period, like you have done so many things and you are doing great. So Ayush, would you like to share your message for our viewers?
When we started this meditation, we discussed that meditation is going out of your body, out of your mind. I will tell everyone that who has never done meditation, that your body has been dominated you, your mind has dominated you all the time. We call ourselves free, we call ourselves independent, but in real sense we are not independent. We are bounded. We are bounded by our own body or our thoughts, our emotions. They take us, they just overpower us and take us in their own direction. So once you have this experience of getting out of your body and mind, meditation experience, then you have that leash in your hand where you can control your senses, control your thoughts, and that control is not a violent control. It's that you are the master. You own this. You own this ship. So then slowly you start taking control, and then it's a conscious control. Then many things which have been happening in your life unconsciously, without your control, now you take the control of all those things. You can navigate your own ship by your own way.
So friends, it's a really beautiful message that how to meditation. Initially we all face such kind of difficulties, and that will be there for sure, but the only thing we can do without expecting, we just need to do meditation. We just need to sit for Anapanasati. That is nothing but just being with your breath. So Ayush, it's really a great time having you, and thank you for sharing your wisdom. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
ma'am. I have enjoyed this interview. Thank you so much.